What?
I said it was hard for me to keep up.
Yeah?
It was.
On that?
Yeah, bro. We're ripping.
I just had to get that on camera.
Yeah,
That's all.
I'm humble.
No, I mean, I got it all on film. We were fine, dude.
We were flying on me, but
I was like, I hope he can get me filmed.
So this is a little bit of a different video. I'm just gonna voice over because I guess my wind mic flew off at some point during this ride and it was just super windy. I'm not gonna kill the bike noise completely though because you can still hear the exhaust. Anyway, I'm just chilling, I'm watching this video and this is the fastest I've ever been on a motorcycle. This was my best ride I've ever had. I finally got a solid ride on camera. I think my skill level on the bike now is way over any kind of street riding. I don't think pushing the bike much farther than what I am right now is smart until I go to the track. Obviously, what I'm doing right here is not smart at all. I probably wouldn't recommend anyone ever riding like this. My average speed was like 120, 130 miles an hour on a road that an average car is doing like 45, 50. No, that's a lie. In certain parts, there's cars are doing like 70, 80 on this road. Like this part here, nobody's doing 45 right here. Anyway, you get the point. Around the turns, people are doing like 30. And I'm doing 117 miles an hour. It's just like, I don't even want to really call it insanity. Like, I'm watching myself do this right now. I'm like, yeah, it was really fun. And I think I've practiced a lot. I know this road like the back of my hand. Obviously, cars can come out of a certain, but you start to know where driveways are and stuff. Anything can happen though when you're going that fast. So it's just crazy. So anyway, we went on this ride and my buddy's on an S1000 RR behind me. And he was having trouble keeping up with me, especially like in these parts. This bike just gets out of the corner so fast. The Panigale V2 is such a good bike. It's like, it's probably the best street bike you can get for the money. And I think, like, if you go back and look at my old videos of riding this road, there's no way I'm going as fast. Like, I would usually average, like, I looked, like, 75, 80 on most of the turns. And now I'm, like, over 100, over 110. I think a lot of that is the tires that I have on the bike right now are the super courses. And it's just, like, the thing just sticks to the road. It's incredible how sticky these tires are. So anyways, yeah, I'm just it was a really good ride. Like, I didn't overdo it, I don't think either. Like, I'm really good at just riding within my limit, you know. I don't even think, like, outside of like just going really fast. I also did get pulled over later on in the day. But anyway, he gave me a ticket. I got a ticket for, he let me go on a reckless driving because he only caught me splitting lanes at the light. I'm like, they didn't see me a couple miles ago. But anyway, I think they've been kind of chasing my bike around for a while, all summer probably. So I usually change my gear up and stuff, but like, I don't know, I think it's time to lay low for a little while after this ride, and I've been pulled over twice on the bike in the last month, so been basically just gonna start doing track stuff. I've been wanting to do that, and anyway, right there it looked like I was really close to the edge of the road, like dangerously close. But that might, like, a lot of times I do ride towards that edge, and like I'm looking around, I'm slowing down because I know this is a hidden turn, it's uphill, I know the blind spots, I just know the road, you know. I'm flying around this turn. I'm basically dragging knee almost right about now. I have not gotten my knee down fully, but I've done it on accident. I've done it to the point to where I thought I was going to drop the bike, and that's where I humbled myself. I was like, dude, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, on my knees touching the ground. And then, like, I thought I was going to lose the bike, and I jumped back. Like, I got it back straight, slowed down. But, also at some point we run out of gas. So I had to slow down. I don't remember why I slowed down here. Oh, yeah, that's why. It wasn't safe to pass yet. There's, like, certain parts you don't want to pass. But then I just pick it right back up, and I'm just like, gone. A lot of fun. This ride was so much fun because I was so on point. I've already been, this was like a combination of just like all summer. Basically just ripping and riding and practicing, watching racing, watching MotoGP, watching Moto America, going out riding, like literally for hours and hours by myself, just like filming myself, watching how my body position is, going back to watch racing, see what they're doing, and then like try to do the same thing. And then like eventually I just started to figure out that I needed to put my shoulder down and stick my elbow down in my shoulder, but like kind of, it's because that's what I wasn't doing. I was like sticking my ass out, but like my head and my top of my shoulders were still level with like normal person standing, where I wasn't dipping my shoulder in. And I wasn't doing a lot of things right, and I'm still not. So I need to go to the track. That's all. That's really all there is to it. But I do have full gear on, by the way. In this video specifically, I'm wearing Alpine Stars, like leather riding pants for racing, my GP4 Ride Knit jacket, my airbag vest, my Arai helmet, the GP gloves, my Dainese boots, which are destroyed. Like, all my Dainese boots are destroyed. And, you know, motorcycle gear is important. I know my buddy's not wearing his jacket. Like, we talked about it before. I was like, let's go ride. Oh, we actually pull off here. Let me cut off and I'll go back to original audio. Hold on a second.
You want to hit this big ass turn and then go back? All right.
So yeah, we're gonna, these turns here, it's very rare you get to catch this part of the road where there's no cars. So my mistake here is I had it in 5th gear, I believe, and I really wanted the bike in 4th. But I was in 5th and I didn't want to jump the gear at this point in the game into the turn. So I just left it in 5th and kind of go. That's why I was like kind of drifting over. I wanted it in 4th gear. I think I could go, I don't know. Was I in 5th? Is that what I was thinking? I was like, I kind of want to switch gears, and then I didn't. Or maybe it was in 4th. I wanted to go to 5th, but I didn't want to jump. I think it might have been that. Anyway, I can't see the thing. Well, somebody will comment. But, yeah, I was chilling. I was ripping, and then it's very rare you're at this part of the road where you're like, don't hit traffic, because you start to come into the town, this undisclosed town. I'm not going to tell you where this is, but this town is very close to here. It's probably about another 7 miles, but that's pretty close when you're doing 130 miles an hour. So, you know, there's also, there's very, very limited amount of cops. If there is, you might see a sheriff. When you get closer to town, you might see a state trooper. But, yeah, it's a risk that you're going to have to be willing to take. I think at some point we catch up to cars. And then I'm like, and then he's like, we need to get gas. And then we get stuck. We literally get stuck behind like just crazy backup line of cars that are doing like 40 miles an hour for the rest of the time, I think right after this turn. And then he's like pointing, he's like, I'm like, why is he riding so slow? And then he's pointing at his gas tank up here. So I'm going to cut the video until we get to the gas station. You saw the beginning of the video where he's like, it was hard to keep up with you. We talk about that, and then we head back, and I chase him this time. So we'll get to that now.
What?
said it was hard for me to keep up.
Yeah?
It was.
On that?
Yeah, bro. We're ripping.
I just had to get that on camera.
And for the most part, I stay pretty much on his rear tire. I could have passed him quite a few times, but I decided not to. I really was just kind of like, he filmed me, even though the Insta360 that I have, or I'm sorry, it's a GoPro Max. Terrible 360 camera, by the way. Do not buy the GoPro 360. Just get the Insta360. It's the best one. The X5 or even the newer one I think they have now. It's just a better camera. So, I don't think I mentioned, he's on a BMW S1000 RR. That bike has like 75 more horsepower than me. And it can't keep up with the V2 out of the corners. Well, he can at least. Professional riders, we have a different story. It's obviously a much faster bike. But it's a lot harder to take that bike into the corners than mine. So, if you're not a really skilled rider, you're going to have a little bit of an issue with it. Anyway, now we're going back, but you can see, like, on the straights, that thing's gone. Like, I'm not going to keep up with it. But then, also, I was getting destroyed by rocks. There's some rocks on this, like, I chip the bike up a lot when we do this, when we, like, cut cars, and we end up in the center lane, like, a little bit to cross over, I get destroyed. So, I just, you know, I think one hit my finger at some point, and I'm like, ow. Like, I felt that. That was a big-ass pebble right into the finger. So, he didn't have his jacket on, so he might have been eating my rear tire. I have race tires. We both have the same tires, so, yeah. There was one point where I was so close to his tire. It looks a little farther than now. I think it was coming up here. But, like, you can literally see the dust flying up off it. We were going so fast. For so many miles, and now we're on full gas. That most people know, like, they see bikes, they move. It's usually pretty cool. Like, people know this is a road people are gonna rip, and it's a very friendly bike road, especially on Sunday. Like, people come to this road to ride and take their fast cars. Like, it's usually, you know. But then you got, you know, normal people who are just, you know, doing whatever they're doing. But I don't think his body position is super great, but he needs to go to the track too. I got my body position dialed in a little bit. You can see how far I'm, like, literally hanging off the bike. But I don't know, like, this was a lot of fun, but I'm really interested to see where I could take, what I can do next. Like, man, I don't think I'll be far before I'm leaning completely off this thing and, like, you know, doing some cool, you know, I don't know, racy stuff. I don't know. Anyway, I'm tired. I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of this. Basically, we just ripped this. I just absolutely violently ride this bike the entire time. There's not really a time where we let off and go chill mode. This is for miles. So, it's a 20-minute video. And it's not too bad. I don't think, actually, it might be not 20. I won't film it the whole way, because at some point the road ends, and I think we just kind of keep going. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. And if you do need the gear, like, wear your gear. You should have a jacket on when we're doing stuff like this. But we talked about it before the ride, and I was like, get your jacket on. And then, yeah, we're going hard. I'm like, okay. And then he comes with no jacket. So, man, wear your gear. It's so worth it. I think I just watched a video of one of the bigger YouTubers. He has a V4 and crashed it. No gear. Now he's in bad shape. He's alive, but he's in bad shape. Road rash, I can promise you, hurts really bad. Not a fan of what he did here. He went on the shoulder. I'll only pass people like that if it's the pull-off shoulder lane. I wouldn't pass on the shoulder like that. For a couple of different reasons. I mean, out here it's better than most places. Like, I would never do it on the highway. But mostly it's because there's nails and all kinds of shit there, and I don't want to hit on my bike. But yeah, I won't pass on the shoulder. I think we get stuck behind some cars here, but we do get around them, and then once we do, we start ripping again because the road opens up. But yeah, guys, a little bit of voiceover. I think that would be cool because you can't hear a word that I'm saying. And also, it's really hard to make a motovlog and then think and then try not to die the whole time and like ride the bike, like doing those speeds. It just really can't be done. So, at least in my opinion. So I think I want to see these voiceovers, and you just see how quick this bike gets up now. And by the way, it's got a new tune. It's, you know, got the Dyson engines tune. Everything's done to the bike pretty much, outside of like I need brakes. That's the next big upgrade I'm doing this winter. All new brake set, the jet primes on the top. We're doing the Corsa. We're doing the T-drive rotors. We're going all out in the braking system. Spend like $6,000 on the brakes on this thing. It's gonna be nuts. Straight race V2. Probably gonna put race fairings on it. And then when I get the big V4, we have our street bike, right? And a lot of people would say that wouldn't make sense, but I think the V4 is a bike I don't want to drop at the racetrack, where the V2's almost paid off. I'll have race fairings on it. Like, if I wreck it at the track, I'm not going to be that pissed off. Like, I'll fix it. Unless it's, like, flips 100 times. Then I'm just going to I'll just fix it, you know. So, anyway, guys, enjoy the video. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And shop at Raven Moto. Use my discount code, Hardcity, all caps. That'll get you 10% off. You know the deal. Wear that gear. Go shopping. Help a guy out. Because YouTube doesn't like to monetize bike content. So, shame on them. Anyways, love you guys. Peace.
Bye.